Well, over the weekend, Congress failing to extend that eviction moratorium. A lot of people talking about this.
25 News reporter Adam Schindler explains what this means for Central Texans and how one couple was actually evicted last month, despite that moratorium still being in effect.
Millions of Americans could soon face eviction now that the federal moratorium keeping a roof over their heads has ended. When Americans started becoming financially strained as the COVID-19 pandemic was spreading rapidly, the federal government and the CDC put an eviction moratorium in place.
A rule put in place by the federal government to protect homeowners and renters from being removed from their properties as they're suffering through the COVID pandemic.
A critical protection for millions of Americans behind on their payments that expired July 31st.
It means that they have to make payments or work out an arrangement with either their lender or their landlord to maintain continuing living there.
According to Bobby and Janice Hogan, they were evicted before the moratorium ended and they were up to date on their rent.
No, sir. No, we wasn't. We didn't meet down payment. Making rent, we didn't meet no.
The Hogans say their landlord told them they owed fees for a deposit, and despite having proof of paying upwards of $300 extra a month, the landlord claimed they hadn't paid the deposit and began the eviction process.
And we don't pay him for the deposit, but he don't show it on his part, but we have our receipt, but it don't match up with his.
They are now happily living in a new apartment, and it's all thanks to those who stepped in to help them in their time of need.
I thank them very much.
To the bottom of our heart, man.
From the depth of my heart, I thank them.
With the moratorium now ended, millions of people could soon be going through the same thing that the Hogans went through last month. And if it wasn't for the community and the folks over at Anderson Chapel in Killeen coming together to help them, the Hogans say they would be sleeping on the street tonight. In Killeen, Adam Schindler, 25 News.